Welcome, Babu. Let's start the session.
Yes, Sandra. Thank you. Yes, Sandra. Thank you. Let me share the screen this time. Okay. Thank you, Santosh. Thank you all for participating from different time zones. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. This is Babu Karunakaran, and I welcome you for this session, The Path to New Normal with SAP Business One. We are going to share our experience of the last 3 months of the post-COVID lockdown in our region, and businesses have had an impact. The community have faced this kind of pandemic today, and in this crisis people come first, and we see in business work from home is a new reality, and business continuity is very critical. So with that note, I welcome you to the presentation once again. And as we see, we all, including us, have undergone this particular change curve. Okay, 3 months before, yes, we were in different part of this particular change curve: denial, shock, anger, depressions. Okay, personally, as a owner of these organizations, I had actually happened to undergo this change curve, but it was the stage where we have to accept it and look out for the proactive response strategies with in actually collaboration with your business partners. It could be your consultants, it could be your own team, it could be your customers, it could be your vendors. Okay, so we have to accept it and find the way to counter the crisis today, and move forward with our problem solving approach. So hope all your business would have undergone the same change curve. Some are looking forward, some are still looking back. So I wish all businesses to look forward and accept this crisis, and build a new path for your new normal, and build strategies for your business continuity. So as per McKinsey and Company, there are 5 horizons which will help businesses to bring back to normalcy. So with that, the first is to begin with is resolve. That is, address the immediate challenges that COVID-19 brings to your businesses. It could be on workforce, it could be on your customers and business partners, and it could be on technology. Okay, and then try and see the resilient, build the resilience within your business. It could be from your staff, people, approach, methods, or deployment model. It could be any business processes or business models, and primarily to drive everything, the cash flow is the mandatory part of any business. Try and see that you manage your cash flow challenges, arrange some bank ODs, talk to your customers, engage and do some services that it could bring you and revenue to sustain for a few months until you build a new normal practices. So we are doing same. We too had a cash flow issues. Now our customers was though few of our customers are not in operations post COVID-19, but there are few customers who had helped us, and we in turn helped them for their business continuity and for our business continuity. Okay, and create a detailed plan to return to business to scale as quickly the COVID-19 situation evolves, and knock on the effects and becoming clearer to you. Okay, and reimagine the next normal, and prepare and be prepared for the shift that is going to look like the post the COVID situation. Okay, and be clear about all the how the regulatory and also the competitive environments where the industries are now shifting to. So prepare yourself, and maybe these 5 horizons will put your businesses back to normalcy. So talking about the normalcy, there are some businesses that we see have taken some proactive response strategies, and companies like Maruti and Ford on automotive industries, they started doing medical equipments, ventilators from their mainstream auto products, and distilleries making sanitizers. That was using the same infrastructure with a different products approach, and same products, different channel, like education institution going online today, software industries like us doing implementation remotely, and Amazon in US started delivering products to a transport or travel company called Lyft. So same product with different channels. So people are exploiting and trying and bringing up some proactive response strategy to face this. These are some of the positive things around us. So Maruti, Ford in India, Asian Paints doing sanitizers today. That's the new, one of the new normal approach today, right? So we see in examples around us. We need not look around examples outside India. This is very close to you. We can see a lot of examples. With this, I'm going to share you with our experience with our handy clients. We have around 12 to 14 clients who run SAP Business One and other next gen applications from Vedasoft technologies, and how we, though few of our clients had a very bad impact because of this the COVID situation. Who are in retail, who were in the tourism business, they are completely shut down. Who are in automotive and engineering sector, they were shut down, and they're back to normal now from last a month or so. But these customers who were trying to bring back their business and put the strategies for the business continuity, they actually helped us, and we in turn helped them. And it was a learning experience in last 3 months time, though it was not a what you call the very happy time, but still we were trying to find solutions for our own problem, for our client as well. So business continuity with SAP Business One, let's see what are those that we learned jointly with our own customers, base, and our team, implementation team, and also very important to mention SAP. So when you talk about SAP, so SAP was there behind every partner and customer during this COVID situation, and with their help, yes, we do started supporting a customer base. So let's talk about the journey of our last 4 months, what we learned in establishing the business continuity for customers. The strategy was the cloud first. Okay, so we no more talking about on-premise deployment. We're talking about infrastructure as a service, software as a service model. So this is what we are talking about today. Okay, so even customers were actually those who are not inclined to cloud, they started accepting clouds. And resilient features, and there are some features within SAP Business One or any business applications for that matter, okay, and which helped our customers to relook into their processes, business models, and there are some features which help them to analyze the system current situations, the business current situations, and do some what if scenarios on the cash flows forecast. This help them to analyze and plan in terms of planning. It helped them to optimum procurement with no excess inventory purchase through MRP. So a lot of features that we can talk about which could help within SAP Business One, which could help our customers, install based customers. And also it could be really helpful for the customers who are looking forward to deploy. And this is the right time. We have seen more inquiries coming in last 3 months time. That is, businesses want to stabilize and put the system in place during this time, so they can look at these particular features which will be helpful for them. As we talk about work from home, anywhere anytime, SAP mobility comes very handy. We have multiple mobile applications for general SAP B1 app, and we have sales applications, we have service applications. And not only this, SAP has launched a 10.0 version, which comes with a client, which is called as web client, and it's also accessible via browser. So anytime, anywhere, you are still on business, okay, with SAP Mobility and browser and the web client. We'll talk about that in the latest slides. And next comes the governance and the compliances, both principal and partner driven. It's very critical. You have to still adhere to the local statutory things, and also, since we're talking about remote implementation, the conventional project management methodology or an implementation methodology may not suit for your remote implementation approach. So there are some changes that we have undergone. We'll talk about that, and definitely the remote implementations that we are promoting today, because that's the only channel that we can do an implementation as of now. So why remote implementation? And there are some properties of remote implementations, and we'll talk about it. And end of the day, we're talking about quick realization of system. So customer need not spend that 12 weeks, 16 weeks, 5 months, 6 months of implementations. We are talking about implementation 5 to 8 weeks time. Okay, and we talk about how to achieve that 5 to 8 weeks time exactly during the course of presentation. So these forms the 5 pillar of which will help, or which will power the business to virtual operations. Okay, so we'll talk about each of the pillar. Starting with cloud, we need to give the cloud infrastructure to our customers. It should be highly secured, and with the global standards, and it should have a high availability. There should not be downtime. So we have partnered with our distributor, Unicops Cloud, whom in turn have an engagement with the Microsoft Azure. So we give an optimized environment which can be deployed in a day time at a very affordable price, and compared to the market cloud hosting prices, it will be much lesser. And we have 24/7 to support, and well-trained and qualified team to support our client transitions on cloud. Having said about cloud, definitely the customer will have a questions. They will have their own apprehensions about security and compliances. Microsoft, no compromise on your securities, your data security. It's been certified, and the backups are taken at the file and folder backups, and also at the VM level. So we assure high security and compliances for our clients hosted on our cloud, which is powered by Microsoft Azure. So let me introduce. I was talking about the web client. So let me show a short 1-minute video of the newly launched SAP 10.4. Just 1-minute video. I'll just play the video now. Give me a second. It's taking time. Okay, so let me share the video. I hope it's visible to all. Let's play this. Thank you. We're back. So let me go back to the presentation. Yes. Okay. So in a nutshell, the 1 minute video. It's a newly launched 10.0 interface. It has a web client and enhancement in few of the functionalities. It covers, as I said, it's very specifically designed for emerging small and medium business segments, right from trading to distributions to manufacturing to professional service to retail organizations, processing industries, food processing industries. It has a multiple industry fitment. So we can talk about it individually about the fitment of SAP Business One for different industry verticals. So now moving on to the next pillar of our business continuity is the inbuilt functionalities which were helping our customers to empower the resilience to counter this COVID-19 situations. So let's talk about it, and few of these features may not be helpful for some industries, but some industries might really need this kind of functionalities and features to help them to face this the crisis time. So let's talk about it. As we know that we all talking about virtual offices today, work from home, remote delivery. So it's very important that we need to collaborate with our own team. So SAP Business One comes with a feature called live collaboration for business user, and for employees where we can interact with them, share documents, and communicate and prioritize the work and follow it up. So it helps you to engage with your own team. And obviously, talking about your own team, then you have to talk about your business partners. We have to engage with our business partners. So now the conventional, traditional purchase processes. So we started leveraging the inbuilt functionalities. So there we started leveraging this. So line, we just share a link to them. They upload the prices and the terms and conditions. So it comes to us. So and engage and collaborate with the vendors. So and also your customers. Okay, when we do when we remodel our business, or process reengineering has undergone, and we launch new products, new pricing strategy that we bring in some what we call period and volume discounts, special prices. We have utilized the campaign management features in SAP to promote this and capture the response. It's not only about planning the campaign; it's also execute and capture it and see how much of your campaign has brought the leads, business opportunities for you. So the CRM is also a part of it, part of the standard SAP Business One features and functions. And apart from that, it also helped businesses to do an optimal purchase through an effective MRP, material requirement planning. So there is an MRP, which is an wizard-based engine, which will help businesses to do an optimal procurement. During this crisis period, excess inventory is actually a pain. It's actually a challenge for so optimum purchase makes real sense during this cash flow tight situations. And finally, we're talking about users and employees. We have to be on top of our own performance. So performance management is very, very critical. SAP Business One HANA, which is an the analytical layer as well as the transaction layer together. So it will help you to give a lot of analytical, like say, you will have KPIs, you have dashboards, you have what you call as widgets and user-defined cockpits and user-defined workbench, which will all help your employee to be productive and measuring the performance, so that you don't deviate from your objectives today. So these are some of the features. Apart from this, we got few other features which was really helpful to our customers, which was shared by us by our customer, and also our principal partner SAP and other partners in our ecosystem. Few of so this have helped our customers in the last 2-3 times. For example, cash flow forecast with expense forecast and delays in payments. And what is special pricing for business partners, because we do a lot of customers undergone price revision in the last price strategies in the last 2-3 months time. So they want to try all these things with the business partners. And we're talking about the doubtful debts. And I already mentioned about cash flow forecast with your delay payments, what if analysis, opportunity forecast, your customer credit limit deviations, aging analysis for customers, vendors with doubtful debts. So inventory aging report, lot many of this such features within SAP. These are standard offerings from SAP. These are not customized features which will help our customer, which helped our customer base and helped our SAP partners customer base to leverage these features and measure their performance, measure the status, measure the business status today, and take the counter strategy for the business continuity. So moving on to the next pillar. So we could talk about anywhere, anytime. But before we move on to the mobile applications, I would like to take you on to the SAP Business One applications to show how the SAP Business One look and feel, and also we talk about few of the features which we highlighted in the earlier slides. Let me share the screen. I hope the screen is visible now. Yeah. Okay. So what you see now, it's an SAP Business One. Okay. I've logged into a company as a user called Neeraj Gupta. I'm in the user's cockpit. This is the cockpit. The cockpit will have few informations, analytical. Okay, there are some KPIs like this. Okay, the total receivable amount, payable overdues, inventory values, number of open sales orders, number of sales orders not delivered. These are the KPIs which is relevant for this user. So every user in SAP Business One, they will have their own customized cockpit with their own KPIs measuring their own performance, and dashboards displays their performance graphically. I'll show you a couple of dashboards below. Yeah, you can see the dashboards here. You have best-selling items by sales amount with tax, my top 5 customers by sales amount, and you also have something called as workbench. Workbench, SAP by default provides the 4 different workbenches: one for sales, finance, inventory, and purchase. So this will help users or organizations to set up the flow of the processes, sales process, purchase process. They need not wander around in applications to identify or do a transactions. They can just click on this button and start doing the transactions to the customer, with ease. So just talking about ease of use. So I just want to show you the feature called sales recommendations, which is actually powered by the machine learning algorithm. Okay, so for the sake of examples, when I choose a customer and I'm creating a sales quotation, system already populates as a recommendation. These are the items this customer used to buy. So this is a machine learning algorithm based on the historical transactions. So I just need to add, so it will help. Otherwise, I need to choose from the item master, choose the item and enter. So this will help the users to execute transaction a little faster and be productive. Okay, and you can also bring in analyticals at the transaction levels also. So I'm not getting into the details of SAP Business One transaction level demonstration now. So we're going to move on to the talked about the live collaborations of users. Let me show you a feature about it. For example, I can see my sales order not delivered. So as a manager, or as a department head, you want to see why this sales order is not delivered, or you want to intimate, or you want to communicate to the user who's handling this particular sales order. So when I click this, I get to know what are the two sales order which is there. So I click on this, I get to know the sales order. So this is the sales order, and there is a big user assigned. So I go to a function called live collaboration. Okay, I identify that user. Okay, he should be there somewhere here. Okay, okay, or I'll just, for example, for the sake of demonstration, I will choose a user and I say, please look into this sales order. Okay, or if you want to share some document, you just need to click on this document and say send to conversation. Okay, please update on this. Okay, so this user, you can share documents, you can collaborate with the users, and you can communicate with the users via the what do you call, live collaboration features of SAP Business One. So apart from this, as we are talking about trying various what ifs to check the status of the business status, so we have functionalities like the cash flow analysis. Okay, so this will help the finance or a head or a CFO or a CEO of the company to understand what is the financial status of my company for the next one quarter. You can try for 1 month, you can try for one quarter, and see what is the outcome of it. In this case, you have more outgoing payments than the incoming payments. So this is not a good sign. So you have to prepare some counter strategy for this. So now, for example, now I would like to do some more what if in this forecast. So I can go and post my see all my include all my what recurring postings also, and also I can change the certainty level. For example, in this case, my incoming payments and outgoing payment cash accounts are at certainty level 1. So in case I want to bring my AP invoices here and my AR sales orders also here, and then save, then see what is the impact of it. Okay, based on data, so it will refresh and it will give you the results of your various what ifs, and accordingly you can prepare your strategy to your business to improve your cash flow situations. So this is one of the features which widely used to analyze the cash flow status. And you have something called as ATP, that is called available to promise check, and based on this you can do a delivery rescheduling, which is a fee. I'm not getting into that. And we talked about the KPIs and dashboards. It's easy to add. There are some pre-configured KPIs and dashboard which is offered from SAP. So it is users can just click and add their required KPIs and dashboards, so workbench, so anything on their cockpit. So it is as easy it is, and is also with minimal amount of training. Users can build their own KPIs with and feature functionality called pervasive analytics. So I'll just show you that as well. So these are the pre-configured KPIs and dashboards. Some advanced dashboards is also provided. You can also go and create your own KPIs and dashboards with minimal amount of training. So as we talk about this, and just show you a few of the functionalities of modules and functionalities of SAP Business One. Um, might be few of the participants already know about SAP Business One. The module for financial, which is again, as I talked to you about, is GST compliant. You have CRM and opportunities module to manage your pre-sales part of it, sales, purchasing, and you're managing your business partners, that is your customers, vendors. And you have banking module, inventory, resources, and production, material requirement planning, service-oriented industries, Yes, they consume the service management module, very thin functionality on human resource, and project management is also a part of SAP Business One. Okay, so uh, apart from this, I also wanted to show you that is talked about MRP. So MRP is actually a wizard-like, wizard-like approach. So it is easy to use. It'll help you to create your own scenario or use the existing scenario and date range of your planning. And for you want to plan for all the item or only for the MRP items or only for selected warehouses or warehouses you want to plan the materials. So this is a wizard based planning, so which is easy for you to just choose the scenarios and run and do a planning for your procurement and also for the production part. So I'm not going to do a detailed demonstration of SAP Business One here. I just want to give you a glimpse of it. So now moving on to the presentation. So as we talked about the mobile apps of SAP Business One, there are three different apps which is available. One is the standard SAP Business One mobile app, which is available on Play Store and App Store. Participants can have a look at it. Is the demo version available there? You can install on your device and you can try this. This is the standard mobile app, and you have a very dedicated mobile app for sales employees. For the leads, activities, and opportunity sales quotations and orders, and also the deliveries on B1 sales, and another app for B1 services. This is for service resolution engineers for ticket resolution, ticket assignment with different priority levels, and addressing the closing the tickets, updating it on the mobile, and KPIs and dashboards for the service engineers. All these are part of the mobile applications, which are provided standard from SAP. Okay. Apart from this, we as a partner, we also provide WhatsApp integrations, WhatsApp integrations to our SAP customers. So as we talked about remote implementation, I'm going to just highlight on properties of this remote implementation. That is, we no longer talking about implementation of all functionalities of the ERP applications, or we're going to see what is the high value tickets, the high priority tickets that has to be part of the fixed scope. Okay, and we're going to execute the entire implementation through online via tools like GoToMeeting, and we're going to have a fixed scope and have a phased and fragmented implementation. High value tickets to go on the phase one, and nice to have functionalities on phase 2 and phase 3, so we can fragment the scope so that we achieve our objective of rapid implementation and the quick time to value, or what you call the quick time to realization. We package our implementation and SAP with the cloud infrastructure, as I talked about, Unicorp's Azure Cloud. And for the remote implementation, we have to be leading the project with, or the team should consist of a highly experienced team. With juniors or trainees or freshers, we cannot achieve the remote implementation. Having said this, Vedasoft, we approach our implementation with a highly experienced team. Average experience around 6 to 8 years of SAP alone. And we do a pre-kickoff with the client, because in the remote implementation approach, client also has an equal role to play in it. Okay, in terms of data preparation, data validations, the internal project coordinations. So we do a client induction period to kick off. And the mutual objective is to realize the system within 5 to 8 weeks time. 5 weeks for a trading and distribution company, 8 weeks time for a manufacturing and project oriented organizations. So this is what the remote implementation is all about. So I already talked about it. earlier before we talked about every function features of SAP Business One. As you see, the list of SAP Business One features and functionalities. But post COVID and remote implementation, we are talking about high value tickets and online, rapid, fixed scope on a cloud model. Talking about compliance and governance, principle driven. As a principle, SAP offers their clients all the statutory local compliances requirements as free of cost as part of their AMC engagement, and it includes a GST compliance and e-way bill, e-invoicing, simplified returns, and partner driven solutions. We do automation of GST filing, e-way bill automation, e-invoicing automation. So, and as we're talking about remote implementation, I did mention about there are some changes in the project management and also the implementation methodology. So we'll talk about that implementation methodology later, but and the governance should be very clearly defined, because we're talking about realization of system in 5 to 8 weeks, and there is equal contribution from the partner as well as from the client to achieve this objective. So these governance models are well defined much before the project begin. So why act now? So as we all know, we were talking about digital transformations. Everybody is talking about digital, going digital. So digital transformation is no longer an option now. It is an essential for the survival of our business. So for digital transformation, it is highly data driven. Okay, so we need to have a digital core, an ERP system, which will help your digital transformations. So SAP is a tightly integrated ERP applications across your business functions. Okay, and you should actually connect and collaborate with your business partners and your own team. Okay, so you need a platform to engage and collaborate, which we already saw how SAP Business One inbuilt functionalities can help you in connecting and also collaborating with your business partners and your business users. So it's an integrated platform. No loosely isolated applications. They are all on one single application and integrated. And performance monitoring is very critical, as we already talked about. I mentioned about it during our last few of the slides. And SAP Business One HANA version, where you can consume the intelligent technologies like ML, IoT, analytics, one feature I already mentioned about sales recommendation, which is it consumes the ML algorithm, machine learning algorithm, to recommend your sales items to your customers. So there are certain features which will help the organization not only to move, transform to digital, also to become intelligent enterprise. And the last, the platform where we deploy the cloud and the data security and management. So that's our customer felt why they have taken these initiatives, and we are communicating the same message to our existing customers and also to the prospective SAP customers. Why act now? So I'm talking about SAP India's initiatives to power the MSMEs. They have launched the Global Bharat program to equip MSMEs with digital technologies. There are three aspects of it. One is access to the global market. Mostly, a few of the participants should already heard about SAP Ariba. It's a marketplace. So SAP Ariba Discovery. So SMEs, they get an access, be part of this global network, where they can able to view the sourcing requirements and do business with do business globally. And the second part of this Global Bharat program is the Code Unnati, the skill development app, which you can also download. As of now, close to around the 410930 children have already trained on digital literacies. 5125 youth in Karnataka training data science and programming languages. You can explore, you can install this app and you can try. There are 240 plus courses on it. digital finance, soft skills, and productive technologies. And the last one, which is very, very critical, which is SAP is offering the starter package of SAP Business One on cloud, on SaaS model, on cloud, at a very competitive price, which starts from, I think it should be around 4,000. I can get you the right details per user, 4,000 per user per month. So starter package for an organization not exceeding the 5 users. Those micro industries can opt for SAP Business One and put their organization on the growth path with the digital technologies. So, and very short introduction about Vedasoft technologies. So, we already completed the 5 pillars of business continuity, what we have experienced with our customers. So, one short note about us. So, we are in next gen enterprise applications. We are partnered with SAP, Unicorps, IntelliSys, Microsoft, and NetMagic as our principal partners. And we support our clients to enable their or power up their virtual operations through our solutions. That is SAP Business One, HR One solution, which is an HRMS solutions, IoT-based warehouse management solutions. We have a smart supplier collaboration portal and the TurboZest. So apart from this, we have our cloud partners for the cloud hostings. So how much does SAP Business One cost? Any idea how much does the SAP Business One cost? Okay, so what all we packaged, SAP Business One plus Azure Cloud plus implementation, which is for a 5 user cloud subscription licenses, and for 1 year subscription of hosting, implementation services, and 1 year post go live support for 100 man hours. This package cost you this much post-COVID. Sorry, pre-COVID. Post-COVID, so now time to take this digital transformation journey. Special offer for CIMSME members. We're offering the same package at 6.99 lakhs with your license, SAP license, and hosting license. Hosting will be your annual recurring costs. And for companies who are into trading and distribution, the package will be much lesser. This is for a manufacturing or a project-based scenario. We consider this pricing, and for trading and distribution, the package would be different. Thank you very much. This is Babu Karunakaran from Vedasoft Technologies. If you have any questions, you can mark your questions on the chat box. We shall be able to address your. Thank you very much for this.
Yeah, Babu, thank you so much. Really, it was a good session, and thank you so much for your offer, the discounted offer for the CIMSME. We look forward interacting further more on the very specific SME segment for different client over with us. Okay, and thank you so much. Let's work towards betterment for the SMEs by implementing SAP as a proven software as a service model. It will be one of the great opportunity for SMEs to at least test such a high-end product.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
The current scenario, we have to go and cloud environment because most of the people are working on the remote infrastructure. So cloud infrastructure, cloud-based application will be well appreciated. And that is what exactly the SAP is providing. And the other flavor is also about the mobile part of it, right? So mobile component is giving another next level of growth for the SMEs that you should not be, you will be able to access it any remote location wherever you're traveling, and wherever you travel, SAP is traveling with you, right?
Not only mobile, and on top of mobile, you will have your, it's called a web client and also and browser access.
Yes. So there are a lot of things, and really, SAP B1 has moved from a page-based, what is that called? Page-based approach was there, right? Form-based approach.
Yes.
And from there to this level, really, there is a lot of transition has happened. I think SME is the right time right now to use this particular application. Thank you so much. Have a good day, and let's connect forward.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.